Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Many a True Nerd, and welcome back to Fallout New Vegas, You Only Live Once. Well, last time, we made our way here to Freeside, and I was immediately stabbed. Though honestly, it didn't hurt that much, so it's fine. Today, right, we're moseying straight up the road to visit the Strip, though not for the reason I was originally intending. I've actually, yes, changed the plan a tiny bit, though I will say on the good news side, yeah, there's a king just moseying up the road ahead of me, which makes it very likely that this bit of the road is safe for the time being and hasn't spawned a random raider who's going to come at me with a knife or whatnot, because, yeah, the kings will deal with those guys, so just let this guy mosey up and down. We should be a-okay. So yeah, we've got you, we've got the Securitrons. Yeah, I think on this occasion, we're completely safe, though, yes, one thing to watch out for before we do actually mosey past the Strip gate, etc, etc. Just a second, this chappie's going to run up to me, tell me not to run past the robots, because the robots are dangerous, etc, etc. But yeah, the moment you say goodbye to him, someone's going to prove his point. It's going to be, there we go, this chappie over here is just going to run past the robots and get into trouble, get shot. So, yes, don't run ahead, like, immediately, because it is possible you could get caught in the crossfire when this guy gets taken out. So, anytime you guys are ready, there we go, lovely. He's nice and dead, everyone's nice and chill. Hello there, Mr. Robot. Lovely to meet you guys.
Submit to a credit check, or present your passport before proceeding to the gate. Trespassers will be shot.
And as you can see, the lad's not kidding, so signs of 80 we could just get straight on past. If I got a passport, which I could just go and buy from Mick and Ralph's right now, that'd be fine too. Though yes, as long as you've got 2,000 caps, you could get inside. That doesn't mean you actually need to, like, you know, give him the 2,000 caps. It's not an entry fee. You've just got to prove you've got that much, so you can have a nice time in the casinos. And I most definitely do.
Thank you, madam. You may proceed.
So there we go, because I'm just sitting on a giant pile of money, I'm allowed to mosey straight on into the Strip, though, as I say, the reason I'm here is probably not what you're expecting. So just step inside to the beautiful lights and music of the Strip, and in just a second...
Howdy, partner. You've come for a piece, haven't you? Welcome to New Vegas.
Hello there, Victor. It's lovely to see you again. So naturally, yes, Victor wants me to go and visit Mr. House immediately.
The place to get started is Lucky 38. See that big old tower shaped like a roulette spinner? That's where you find Mr. House, New Vegas's head honcho. And he's itching to make your acquaintance.
So alright, if Victor wants me to go and visit House, obviously we know where Benny is as well, he's in the top, so we can go in either direction. However, contrary to what I was saying last week, that's not what I want to do. Because yes, my original plan was to mosey into the Lucky 38 to say hello to House for a very specific reason. That being, I'm currently sitting on 3 different snow globes, and there's a 4th one inside the Lucky 38 itself. So I could sell those to Jane inside the Lucky 38, and that would get me a big old pile of money I could trade out for some amazing new weaponry. However, if you step inside the Lucky 38 and then step back outside again, the NCR runs up to you and says, "My goodness, you must be the protagonist, come with me, let's do some NCR business." And at the same time, the reputation reset occurs, where any crimes you've committed against the NCR get forgiven. The problem being, right now, the NCR kind of like me, and have not actually committed any crimes against them. So, in a way, yes, this would be a real waste. Going into the Lucky 38 and coming out for the first time, that would ideally be something I'd do when I've got some crimes worth forgiving, and let's just say down the line, yes, there might be some crimes I do to the NCR that could ideally do with being forgiven. And the same is true for going into the tops, dealing with Benny, etc, etc. That triggers the Legion reputation reset, where all crimes get forgiven. And yes, just like the NCR, no crimes yet committed whatsoever that need to be forgiven, so, yeah. If I can, I'd like to stay out of the Lucky 38 and the tops for as long as possible. Instead, I'm here for a very different reason. Reason number 1, I want to visit Gomorrah for something, yes, rather flipping obscure. So just mosey on in, ignore the gambling, etc, etc. That's not why we're here, because, yes, for the time being, though gambling is very often in this game a really good way of making loads of money, my luck currently is only 5. And it really needs to be at least a 7 before you can actually make any real money gambling. Instead, what I'm here for is the bar at the back here, because Gomorrah, being a little bit more dodgy than the other casinos, has got something very special you can buy here.
Hey there, can I get you a drink? Maybe a party favor?
And oh yeah, it's that last one we're very interested in. Not the alcohol, but the drugs that these guys also sell. Oh, and there we go. Turbo. One of the most powerful, useful, ridiculous drugs in the entire game. And this is also incredibly bloody rare. You find barely any of this floating around in the world. But Gomorrah will occasionally sell it in quite high quantities. So, oh yeah, we're going to be having literally all of that. And every time I pass by the strip, I'm going to be nipping back into Gomorrah to check. Because, oh bloody hell, Turbo will almost certainly save my life more than once over the course of this run. But okay, just in case you've never come across or used Turbo before, and I wouldn't blame you because, as I say, this stuff is pretty bloody rare in general. As you can see, I picked up like 1 in my entire adventure so far. Oh, this stuff is very, very good. Because what Turbo does is it slows down time. Or to be precise, time gets slowed down for everybody except you. You are allowed to keep moving and keep attacking at the same speed. And normally, Turbo would only last for 2 or 3 seconds. But it's a cam. And I've got Logan's Loophole. And also Day Tripper. Meaning, as a result of that, for me, it lasts a lot flipping longer. And it's also got its own special unique perk you can unlock by just using a lot of Turbo, making it last 33% longer again. Meaning, you can just walk into a room full of enemies, do a dose of Turbo, and then basically run around at super speed, beating the hell out of everybody before they even know you're there. It is ridiculous. Still, keep on keeping on into the next section. Do not forget to go past all of the magazine vending machines, because if you get lucky, you can get some really good ones. Say, Locksmith's Reader in particular would be lovely. So we've had 2 Programmer's Digest so far. Future Weapons is completely useless. So, okay, not a great result so far, but 2 Salesman Weekly as well. There we go, 1 Locksmith at the end. Beautiful. And yes, as I say, we're going to be completely ignoring the tops and the Ultra Lux too. Instead, my destination is right here at the quieter back end of the strip. We're going to visit Michelangelo. Because I wouldn't mind a tiny bit more XP and a tiny bit more money. And yes, this here is some of the easiest XP and money in the entire cocky game.
Oh, hello, I am Michelangelo. How can I... wait. Are you here to deliver more billboard requests? Please tell me you're not a messenger on behalf of Mr. House.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest, I'm not. But that is some free XP if I just do these speech checks anyway, so absolutely, Michael, it turns out I am.
I am sorry. Meant no offense. The billboards are not ready yet. Please, I need more time, more materials.
And Michael, Mr. House is not amused by this sort of delay.
You've made your point. What would it take to convince you to keep silent until I manage to finish Mr. House's requests?
And tragically, with speech 55, I could extort 300 caps out of him, but don't worry, Michael, I'm actually here to do you a favour. Oh, and speaking of skill checks, yeah, this guy's problem is agoraphobia. He can't go outside, so you need to go outside with a camera, take picture things for him, etc, etc. That's a rather difficult medicine check. However, we did just get the Follower's Lab Coat last episode, which rather delightfully gives you, yeah, plus 10 to medicine and plus 10 to science. It's a really good piece of equipment. Blend that with a handful of mentats and one of 7 copies of today's Physician, and there we go, even more XP for me.
Ah, an educated fellow. Now that is almost as rare as artistry. So, how can you help me regain my inspiration?
And as I say, don't you worry, Michael. I can just nip out with a camera and take care of everything for you. And thus begins a classic inspiration, one of the easiest and most generous missions in the entire game. Because assuming you just follow the standard expected route to New Vegas, you're going to have already passed by basically everything he wants to say. So we literally nip back to Prem, a quick photo of the sign, beautiful, 90 XP right there. Then around the corner to Novak to just take a photo of the lovely thermometer right here. As you can see, the amount of XP just keeps going up and up and up for every single McJibble. Oh, and I tell you what, while I'm passing by, yes, one of very few vendors who can on occasion sell that precious turbo is right here. The good Dr. Ada Strauss. So yeah, she does, but tragically only a single dose. But yeah, basically buy turbo every time you cooking see it. Right, straight down the road to Helios 1, there's number 3 and... Okay, don't worry. I know they're yelling about something bad, but that doesn't mean there's anything bad happening. All that means is, yes, they think I'm firing a gun nearby to them, because that's how this camera's programmed. It's just a gun that makes no noise and fires no projectile, but yes, everyone acts as if it was actually a gun anyway. Keep on keeping on around the corner to Camp McCarran, which obviously we passed by previously as well, though be a little bit careful with Camp McCarran, because, yeah, they can occasionally... be a tiny bit of trouble around here. We seem to be okay for the time being. Right, take a photo of that. That should be just enough to get us up to level 11. Spectacular. So, okay. There we go. That's precisely what I wanted to say. Now, speech. I feel like, yeah, speech has been falling behind a tiny bit, and now we're on the strip and going into the missions therein. So yeah, I think speech 55, so 65 with meeting people. That should keep me going pretty bloody nicely. Beyond that, yeah, let's just keep unarmed moving in the right direction, and the same it can be true for sneak. We'll just move that a bit along too. And you know what? Science needs to start moseying in the right direction, and that's been falling behind a lockpick. So yeah, fairly nice, simple level here. That brings my attention to the last thing we need to do. The final McJibble I need to take a photo of. Luckily, yes, as I discovered a very long time ago, though the final thing is deep inside Fiend territory on the far side of the highway, the game is in fact extraordinarily generous and you don't need to go anywhere near it. So, yeah, staying on this side of the highway, that's good enough right there. Last one, flipping done. We can just walk away without ever crossing the highway, going nowhere nearby to the building. The job is cocky done. Easiest mission in the game right there.
Oh, that's wonderful. Just what I need. Thank you, brave one. Here's some compensation for your work.
So there we go. 750 caps out front.
You have earned it, my friend. Now I can finally unveil my masterpieces to the world, all thanks to you. Come visit me again sometime.
And then another 500 caps for completing the mission, and even more XP on the end. Seriously, Classic Inspiration just gives you a ridiculous amount of stuff for so little effort. Tragically though, yes, if we just nip back to Mick and Rouse for a second, which I'm definitely going to do by fast travelling to the gate, as opposed to walking through Freeside, because Freeside is cocky dangerous. I still very much can't afford some of his most exciting sexy toys. However, one thing I could have picked up previously that I definitely will pick up now is the Naughty Nightwear, which is just an aggressively superior version of the sexy sleepwear, because that just gives you charisma +1, so therefore speech and barter +2, whereas the Naughty Nightwear boosts your speech by an entire 10, and if I want barter meanwhile, I've already got a roving trader outfit, so that's fine. But yes, the issue remains, as I was saying, money. I would like a giant pile of money so I could buy some of Mick and Rouse rather sexy toys. And I think I know precisely how we're going to do it without stepping inside the Lucky 38. Because last episode, we did some lovely work with the followers of the Apocalypse. And they now love me so much, they gave me the key to their safe house. And in this game, getting access to a safe house can be one of the best rewards that a faction ever gives you. The only downside being, it's a bit out of the way, and yes, the road there might be a tiny bit dangerous. Oh, it is fun, by the way. I'm pretty sure, yes, another random mugger has spawned in town, but on this occasion, the Kings are just dealing with it for me. So well done, the Kings. I appreciate that. Anyway, just double checking. I'm back wearing light armor. It's time to, hit the road, mosey out towards that safe house, though. That's just a mercenary. That's fine. He's not going to cause trouble. In fact, if anything, he might help me by alerting me to any nearby issues. And you don't want to be a bit careful around here. There can be the odd fiend that spawns nearby to the Crimson Caravan. Today, at least, we seem to be A-okay. So, right, we don't need to be worrying too much for the time being. Step 1, just, mosey up here and hit the other entrance to Freeside so I can fast travel back here. So, yeah, if I need to, say, go and visit my friends, the followers, I can just go in this gate and then go straight into the fort. And then if I want to visit Mick and Ralph's, I can go to the other gate and just go in there. So, basically, it just minimises the risk of walking the streets of Freeside. But, we're not going in there right now. Instead, we're just moseying round the corner. Pretty much, sticking to the very edge of New Vegas itself. And there should be basically nothing around here that's going to cause a problem for me. There might be, like, a few bits and pieces much further in that direction. But, this should be nice and chill. I'm not anticipating any issues between me and, well, the point where we hit the road and head out into the wilderness, shall we say. I say that. There's a fiend. Okay, hang on. Hang on. There's a fiend right there. Okay, I was just gonna, cut in slightly to tag the H&H Tool Factory, purely because, locations are just free XP. Okay. I just want to be looping around you, buddy. No reason to start a fight. Because, fiends can sometimes have fairly advanced laser weapons and whatnot. So, this should be safe. Just a loop around you. No trouble, buddy. No trouble there either. Okay. It was like over there somewhere. So, yes, it's night and my sneak is high. That should not be an issue. Beautiful. Destination the next. Small shack right here. And right now, am I hearing a very distant gunfire? Is it real gunfire, or is it just part of the soundtrack? Because sometimes the game just messes with you by having random gunfire as part of the soundtrack. But okay, we're definitely past that fiend. That is A-okay. But there's a small shack here I definitely want to just mosey into. Just to say hello to a couple of absolute stars. Say hello to the Wins, Sammy and Pauline. And yes, these two are just magnificent, though. Before we speak to them, there we go. Naughty Nightwear, beautiful. So that's speech of 67 with nothing apart from my ongoing drunkenness.
I'm Pauline, of Sammy and Pauline, the Wasteland's most dangerous and notorious criminal couple. You'd best not mess with us, or you'll have a bullet hole where your eye used to be.
Oh, I love these two. These two are just great. So, okay, Pauline, if you're so vicious and terrifying, why have I never heard of you?
We ain't never heard of you either, so the not being impressed is mutual. Come a week or so, though, and everyone will have heard of Sammy and Pauline. Just you wait. Sammy and me got our hands on a powerful weapon not too long ago. Vance's gun. You know Vance, of Vance and Vicky? That gun's our shot at the big time. We're gonna sneak it in on the strip and rob one of the casinos. Maybe all of them. We'll be known as the greatest gunslingers to ever terrorize the wastelands.
And luckily, yes, with a little bit of speech, you could convince her this is a terrible idea. Though hilariously, yes, the way to do it is actually tell her it's a brilliant plan and it's definitely going to work.
Really? You think so? We've only got the one gun and there's two of us. And we've never done anything like this before. We've never been on the strip either, so we don't know how many guards the casinos have. And I kept having these nightmares. What are we thinking? We're gonna get ourselves killed. Look, tell Sammy to give you the gun, alright? Just take it. I don't want it around tempting us to do something stupid.
And there we go, some free XP, and more importantly, as she was just saying, well, one, hilariously, if you do pass on Pauline's message to Sammy...
Really? Oh, thank God. I love that woman, but I swear this time she was gonna get us killed. The gun's in the safe. The combination's 5, 23, 34. Take it far away from here before she changes her mind.
I genuinely love these two, they're just great. But yes, that gets me a giant pile of stuff I'm allowed to help myself to. Lovely. But most importantly, Vance's 9mm submachine gun. This game's unique variant of the 9mm submachine gun, obviously. And I won't be using it, but yes, it's got a decent value that'll help out with Operation Buy Something Sexy. Anyway, back outside, eyes open. And yeah, we're still just heading a bit further west. Target the next west side. This bit of Vegas, however, should be safe, because Westside literally has guards at the front gate. So yeah, there shouldn't be anything nasty around this bit of the world. So there we go, and nice and easy, just nip in here, tag that. So yeah, at this point I can very easily move around north of Vegas if I need to do so. The problem is this last leg of the journey, because once we leave the safety of this area, yeah, on the right of this road, pretty sure we've got Vipers. On the left, much more terrifying, Cazadors. So, okay. It's still dark, pretty sneaky, and yeah, we just want to be scanning with VATS constantly. Stay on the road, and we should be able to just bypass both of them. But if things get dicey, I am not playing with Cazadors. Okay. The slightest sniff of danger, I'm activating a stealth boy, because I do have a plan that involves activating a stealth boy pretty soon anyway. I'd rather not activate it early if I can get away with it. Now, come on, guys. Because there's definitely Cazadors on this plane. So there we go. I see him. Because yeah, Vault 22's over there as well. So they're over there. And there is my destination. And that house on top though. That I do not like. 2 Cazadors over there. And also, there's going to be Vipers in there, I think. At night, could I just sneak past them? If I go into caution, I'm hitting a stealth boy immediately. Because that is... Oh, I don't like this. I don't like this. And also it's starting to get light. Like... Okay. There's now a ridge between me and them, so just back off in this direction. So, don't worry about that location. Just back off over here. When officially is dawn? By oh, bloody hell, there's more over there. Okay, now just... That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. This is why we invest in sneak, as opposed to just using stealth boys. So I appreciate using a stealth boy boosts your sneak up to maximum. So if you're using a stealth boy, it doesn't matter if you've got sneak 100 or sneak 5. Like, you're just as good at sneaking for that moment. But, yeah. Those are the moments when you actually want to have a decent sneak. But if we'd even gone into caution for a split second there, bloody hell, I would have turned on the stealth boy. Because, as I say, I do have a plan that involves turning one on anyway in just a moment. For the time being, though, okay. I think we're safe. Just double check. Yep, we're fine. I don't want anything wandering over here. But yeah, once we get up to the house, we should be fine. No enemies will spawn nearby to a safe house because, by design, they're supposed to be safe. So, you know, they're not going to have enemies who can spawn right outside. But there we flipping go. We have now got access to the safe house, which can only be accessed using a key. You can't pick your way inside, and... oh, bloody hell. This thing is good. So, step 1, say hello to Dr. Luria, though she's just naffed off. But, okay, she's actually outside now, by the way. Nope, she's just sort of ceased to exist for some reason. So, okay, had I spoken to her in the split second before she naffed off, she would have offered to give me, like, a type of medicine. A stim pack, a super stim pack, I think a Radaway as well. Though, yeah, she only shows up, like, once every 3 days or something. So if you got a bit of free medicine that you could sell, that's fine. She could give that to you. That's great. The reason I really came, however, was... oh, the flipping loot in this place is slightly cocking ridiculous, actually. So, step 1, we've got some skill magazines, and never say no to a skill magazine. But also, yeah, plasma grenades, plasma mines, I can't use them, but they're worth a good money. Tri-beam laser rifles are, you know, somewhat valuable. That one's not in good condition, hence why it's not worth it very much, so don't worry about that. We've also got, yes, an advanced radiation suit, but seriously, let's not be worrying about that in the slightest, because... over on the next bed, together with, yes, just a handful of skill magazines once again, say hello to the all-purpose side suit, and, oh, bloody hell, this thing is something special. Also, apparently, I was just wearing the naughty nightwear, by the way, while I was sneaking between 2 sets of cazadors. I wasn't actually wearing armor that entire time, at all, so, bloody hell, John. Okay, back to that suit, as it is a bit special, because you may recall the reason I've been wearing the spacesuit this entire time is because that comes with a DT of 10, but a weight of only 7. That's what you want, as much DT as you can get your hands on without sacrificing on the weight front, because weight directly translates into noise. The all-purpose science suit, meanwhile, gives me 13 DT, making it the second most generous light armor in DT terms in the entire base game for only 2 weight. This thing is actually slightly ludicrous. It makes no sound, but still offers you really good protection. There is, however, one problem with it. You're not allowed to wear a hat or glasses with it. If you're wearing the all-purpose science suit, that's all you're wearing. But yeah, basically, this is going to be my primary sneaking suit, because it weighs basically nothing, and if something does go wrong, and I get attacked out of nowhere and I just wasn't expecting it, like, you know, just a stray bullet hits me where I wasn't even the target, this thing still offers a really good protection. And we're not cocking done yet, because yes, there's a skill book slightly hidden inside this bedside table, even more cocking skill magazines, one a hunting shotgun, not good condition so the value isn't great, but I'll take it anyway, and some very good armor indeed. Combat helmet reinforced, and combat armor reinforced to go with it, and seriously, this is what I was really coming for right here. Value almost 8 cocking thousands. And this is a really solid armor, by the way. With weight of 25 to DT of 17, the riot gear does just about beat it, given, yeah, that's DT of 19 and would be 20 if it was in a better condition, I believe, for weight of 30. But if I put this on, it's because everything's gone to hell, and yeah, weight doesn't matter anymore, I've been detected. So yeah, this we're just going to be straight up selling, though, while we're out this far, not quite done with this bit of the world yet. For the time being, though, yeah, step outside, it's now day. The cazadors are way over there, we don't need to be worrying about them anymore. I just want to be getting back down and around, because I want to take a left, and then head up into the mountains. And as for what I want to get done, honestly, that kind of depends on, yeah, what I can do with a single stealth boy. I'm genuinely not sure how much it's going to be, but I've decided I'm going to spend 1 stealth boy today, because Because there's one thing in particular I would love to get while I'm passing by this bit of the world. But yes, we just mosey up the little mountain trail here. There shouldn't be anything particularly dangerous, or indeed anything at all, until we get a bit deeper into, like, you know, like the mountainous, snowy bit of the world. Just keep that scanning, just in case. But yeah, destination number 1 is pretty nearby to right here. There we go, that might well be it, dead ahead of me in terms of the compass, the tech that just appeared. So yeah, there's one item I would like to grab while we're just doing a quick mosey around this bit of the world. Just be a bit careful, because around here there are, yeah, some big corners. And they're chill as long as you give them some distance. But unfortunately, yes, I might not be able to give one or two of them that much distance, because they often stand really nearby to the location I actually want to go into. So there we go. That's you right there. So, number 1, that guy needs to go down. So, hang on here. I need to, yeah, have a time check. So, let's make it, yeah, 9:40. So 9:40 on the dot, so that takes me to 20 past 10 at 20 past 12. So 12:20 is what I've got if I use a flipping stealth boy right now. And I'm going to do that, though they're going down in a hurry. Down to, like, you know, 6. That's fine. We are wearing light armor right now, so we're moving at good speed. And, hang on, just check. Nope, the light wasn't on this occasion, but it's worth checking. But yeah, you, sir, can be a little bit angry and a little bit nearby to this mine. So you are going to be my first target today. One quick uppercut, just tossing a few more just for safety. So you go down, beautiful. And there we go. Now we go into the mine. This mine is full of lake clerks. They are not going to be able to see me because, yeah, it's like, you know, low light, low visibility, and... What armor am I wearing, by the way, just out of interest? I'm actually wearing the... I am wearing the new science suit. Good, 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 good. So, yeah. Just to work around these guys, but they should not be able to detect me, like, at all. They can't see me, it's dark in a cave no matter what time of day it is, and I'm making basically no sound at all. So if I don't bump into them, they don't really stand a chance of detecting me. So just mosey down here. You're in a narrow corridor, which I don't like, so you are just going to get punched to make sure you die. Beautiful. So okay, down you go, and we're already almost where we want to be. There's going to be one corpse dead ahead of me in just a second, and I don't like you. You are scary. But yeah, there's one dead Jackal member down here. This presumably used to be their hideout. And you are guarding two things. Number 1 is Pushy. So this is basically a variant of a Displacer Glove, which is itself a kind of a variant of a Power Fist. It's more powerful than the basic Power Fist, and on top of that, it does a bit of physics damage. Though I don't fully understand how it works, how it's calculated. I've never seen anyone actually being able to properly explain how Displacer Gloves work. Basically, they exert a bit of force on the enemy and push them back a bit. But sometimes it just doesn't seem to do anything, and sometimes when they die, they get sent cooking flying. I have no idea how it works precisely. It's really weird. But yeah, you can see there, this thing has got a damage of 64. Which compared to the Paladin Toaster, at only 45, is vastly, vastly better. This is a really, really good weapon. So obviously, we're going to be taking that. She's also got a worn key, which is for, yes, a couple of explosive boxes just around the corner from where I am. And I would like to go and get them, because there's some really good, valuable stuff in there, so... Okay, just... Oh, I don't like any of this. You are Oh, I don't like this, but okay, just to get that, there's some C4, beautiful. Help myself to all of this too. Dynamite, all the rest of it. Just grab you as well, and... You know what, just... Oh, bloody hell. I may have made it... Uh-oh. Hang on. I may have made a big error here, actually. So, we're now in caution, and that guy's blocking the only way out. But I've still got a lot of time, like, so much time. But if I attack him, then there's a good chance everyone else is going to see. And I can't just jump into the water because you can't creep in the water. So, as a result of that, I need you, buddy, to walk away and get bored, because if he just, like, stays... Okay, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Okay, I've made a really big error here. Like, okay, never mind, back to caution. Please, oh, bloody, just go. It's fine. I'm honestly surprised. Bloody hell. Never mind. And, oh, hang on. Was that caution not from them? Was that from someone, like, seeing the corpse over here? Oh, it 100% was. Okay. That's what was going on. Right. Somebody saw their dead friend. We're going to put Pushy on right now. And I appreciate I'm, like, you know, not very good at using it in terms of, yes, the unarmed requirement. That's basically irrelevant. Don't even worry about that. It just means the damage is going to be a tiny bit lower than it would be otherwise. It really doesn't matter at all. So, right, just put that on. Are you on your... Oh. Are you on your own? If we could just get you into... John, check the time. Check the cocking time. 11 AM. The thing is, I was thinking we would just nip in here, grab this, and then use the remaining time to get round the corner and go and visit the lovely Super Mutant community that's just right there. But now I'm wondering if I've got enough time to actually do that. I think I do. If I just basically go... Oh, hang on. Can I get you right now? Just uppercut him. Uppercut him, and if we are lucky, there we go. He's dead as well. And there we go. Okay, back to hitting. Good. Right. This area was not supposed to be as scary as it just was, but someone saw their dead friend and wasn't happy about it. So, okay. Now what we do is just naff off, straight outside. We've got what we wanted. Everything is fine. And yeah, I think we can make it to a nice, safe area at the end of the path before there's trouble. So, okay. An hour. An hour is not much when you're sneaking. Do I just want to cut my losses? I think I can do this. So just get around over to here. Do a little bit of running, weapons away, etc, etc. Okay, just keep on keeping on. Those guys won't attack me if I don't get too close. So I can, like, you know, cover this bit up to the... Yep, there we go. No trouble, friend. No trouble. I know they're red, but they're not going to attack me. So, 35. 45 minutes to go. And there can be some, like, nasty stuff around here, potentially. So, keep on keeping on. Just scan. Not seeing anything too bad. 44. 40 minutes to go. Eyes open. Just stay alert. Mancers can be a little bit on the scary side, so we just want to get past them nice and quick. They're, like, you know, fast and hit hard. Not much health, but glass cannons. So, right. Everything's gonna be fine once we get, like, you know, round the corner onto this long straight. we should be fine. 20 minutes to go. I swear there's more. So, if need to be, we could just run. Because I'm 10% faster than I should be. And that's really good. Like, that's very cooking useful. But yeah, just keep in mind. Actually, you know what? This here is a very good opportunity to do something that I was maybe going to talk about later. And that is take advantage of cocking Turbo, which I need to be using anyway, so it's fine. Because yes, Turbo slows down everything apart from you. Meaning, while Turbo's active, I'm functionally moving 3 times faster than I would be doing otherwise, as far as Stealth Boy usage is concerned, if you see what I mean. So, screw it. Do one of them. That just slows down the world. I'm still going precisely as fast as I would be otherwise. And I think that might be very useful, because now you're right there, but time is ticking by very, very slowly. And just look how long this cocking lasts. Like, this should just be a handful of seconds, but for me, it lasts a lot cocking longer. So, okay, Turbo wears off. That is fine. Is there anything else nasty around here? Or have we, like, made it past bad things? And I've not really made it as far as I wanted to. But that's just big corners. Chill. That's not a problem. I think we're okay. I say we're okay. I was planning to have a lot more. Okay. So, now we've got a problem. Problem that maybe, just a maybe, we can solve with a little bit of... Hang on, am I in? No, I'm in danger. Made some bad decisions here today. Made some very bad decisions. So, here's what we're going to do. We're going to use Turbo again. I am going to slap on some actual cocking armor, etc., etc. Just put on the good stuff, and that's fine. Do I actually need, like, glasses? Okay, the breathing mask replaces, yeah, hats anyway, so don't worry about that. We're just going to put on glasses because I can, and we're going to do another dose of Turbo, which could be used, obviously, for either fighting or running. We could just do an awful lot of running. And what I want really is, yes, a weapon that is powerful, but also pretty fast and good at knocking down enemies. So, the baseball bat is tempting. The baseball bat is very tempting. So is Chance's knife. Like, that is very fast, so... You know what? That's what we're going to do. We're just going to stand up. These enemies are now very, very, very cocking slow, and you can just get behind them. You can just get behind them. And if you get behind them, what are they going to do? Because they have to turn before they can fight you. So you're dead. That's fine. You're dead too. Hey, congratulations. I'm cocking hidden. That is the cocking power of Turbo. Right cocking there. You can just literally run circles around your enemies. However, my heart rate is currently somewhat elevated, so I'd rather not do that again in future if we can avoid it, actually. That'd be great too. Bare minimum, though, I think we've made it. Knife away. There we go. We've got to town. That is, yes, a tiny bit more stressful than I was anticipating, but bare minimum, we did get to show off, yeah, the real cocking power that Turbo can bestow upon you. And yes, while I'm passing by, let's just grab a few little bits of loot here. One, a copy of Groganak the Barbarian from, yes, the first cabin on the right here. And in the main building, yet another cocking snow globe. But of much greater interest as you just step back outside again and move to leave the town.
Got a problem. Could use your help. Been having trouble with NCR mercs harassing the town, and they just showed up again.
Oh Marcus, don't worry, I can very much help you with that. And thus begins on a friendly persuasion, leading to these guys spawning a right flipping here just outside town.
Our business is with the muties, not you.
Okay, but what if I was to pay you to go away, my friends?
We're still owed half, 2,500 caps. Pay up and we'll be on our way. If you're short, maybe you can get the money from the muties.
And I am 100% not short, but Norton has of course just raised a very interesting possibility. Marcus, my friend, how about you provide the caps that the mercenaries need in order to leave?
That puts a dent in the town treasury. If that's what it takes to be rid of them.
So that's a giant pile of money in my pocket, beautiful. And now what we do is slip on that naughty nightwear we purchased earlier, and with speech of 65 just persuade them to leave without paying them a thing.
I've always known when to fight and when to back down, and it seems to me I ought to back down this time. My men and I are leaving. You won't see us around here again.
So there we go. The situation has now been resolved, and as far as Marcus is concerned, I'm a big damn hero. And even better, I get 2.5 grand for my trouble. And we even get another 225 XP for turning in the quest. Beautiful. Still, I would say with a giant pile of caps in a hand and some very, very powerful new toys in the arsenal, how about we call it a punt there? But next time... Right. Step 1, I need to figure out precisely what I'm gonna do with all this money I'm gonna have once I sell all this lovely, lovely loot. And once we're done making that decision, yes, I think it's time to turn our attention to the rather complicated world of faction reputation. So, yes, we'll be going into some of the weird and wonderful mechanics that underpin this system next episode, so hopefully you join me for that. But in the meantime, I've been John, this has been Many a True Nerd, and this has been a Fallout New Vegas, You Only Live Once. Thank you very much, and goodbye. If we just hide the bodies, nobody needs to know about this. Yes! My stupid plan has worked! It turns out I'm a genius! The giant rat scorpion is not gone! Oh, hang on, there's more yet though, I'm still being very shocked. Guys, where's the NCR? Nobody needs to know.